um, get into a spirit or a feeling of well-being. Well-being. Now think about that. That seems pretty easy and pretty like, well, your state of well-being is actually your natural state. It is your state you were born with. It is the state when you relax that you will take on for yourself. But because of, yes, okay, so Peter says he sees me in the feed. I just can't see your comments, so I'm sorry about that. But interact. Maybe it'll happy it up if it does, if we can do that. Okay, anyway. You were born in a state of well-being. And throughout time, what has happened through your life experience, through messages you received, your mom, your dad, school, all of this stuff, you have lost connection often. Most of us have lost connection with our natural state of well-being. And what happens when that comes about is that we are often in anxiety states or stress states. Oh, there's Valerie. She's on with me. Yay. So make comments to me, guys, so I can see what's going on. Facebook hasn't been so nice to me. There are some more coming on with me. So your state of natural well-being has been messed with. And through comments that have happened through society, through your life experience. Hi, Valerie. Yay. I got comments coming in now. Thank you. But Facebook is being nicer to me. Many of us have lost connection with our natural state and feeling of well-being. And so we're walking around feeling stressed. We're walking around feeling anxious. Walking around feeling overwhelmed. Anybody identify with this? And that over time, for a lot of people, I would say 90% of people is the habit of being. That your natural state of well-being, of feeling ease, of feeling relaxed, of feeling just sort of comfortable, like okay, content, it has been messed with, and no longer do you feel that. So you're feeling a lot of times off, wiggy, off, okay? So what we have to do is realize, first of all, that our natural state of well-being is not our habit of thinking many, many times. And so being purposeful, hello, Dina, being purposeful about returning to your natural state of well-being is really, really important. And if you want to get in the state where money flows to you easily, where you feel less stressed generally, where you feel good, you feel more joy, but really are really good at manifesting material things, and especially money. Somebody say yes if you're into that. You have got to figure out how to return first and foremost to your natural state of well-being. So how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, first of all, you need to realize that you're seeking that. And some ways that you can do this and replace the habits of thought is to literally take time every single day and actually let's practice it right now on purpose, to every single day, as often as you can, on purpose, get back into a natural state of well-being. So I want you to think about, what does that mean for you? And I want you to take some deep breaths with me and think about well-being. Just literally think about a return to well-being. And take some breaths. And, many of us, me included, have had quite a day today. We've had, stresses happen, things that we, life came at us, right? So for once in a while, I want you to stop being reactive to what's happening and be proactive, and on purpose, find that state of well-being. So take some breaths, maybe close your eyes and just find it. And when you find it, say, yes, okay? Because I want you to start to practice that. And you can usually call it up pretty easily on purpose, but because we have habits of thinking that have taken us away from our natural state, we lose it quickly. So you need to start doing some things that help you with that. Now, you don't have to do this all day long. I know we have a life. I know we want to do this, but the better you get at this, the better you're going to get at connecting with manifestation of what you want, anything you want, and particularly money. Because when you get back to your natural well-being state, you are able to change your vibration. It's not a low vibration, an anxious vibration. And when your vibration changes, money is a higher vibration. So what you have to sort of do is like get your vibration to match what you want. And that's a whole bunch of stuff to figure out. So the best thing to know is just go back to your state of well-being. So you can usually find it if you find it on purpose. And I want you to do that right now. And later, if you're watching the replay, or maybe go back to the replay. And here's something to do to add to it and I would prefer you do this in the morning before the day gets away from you and all the stuff that starts coming at us and those old habits of thought take over, is literally spend 15 minutes of your day in a state of well-being. And the way you can do that, and you're not going to do this perfectly, and the more you do it, the better you're going to get because you're going to practice it. So just give yourself grace, all right? It takes practice because we've got these habits of thought, right? And we're starting to rewrite them. So, but do this in a committed way that you do it every day and see what happens in 30 days for you, for your money, for how you feel, your blood pressure, how you deal with life, what you start to plan, what you start to see happening. You will literally start to see miracles happen in your life for just this 15 minutes a day. Now, I think that's kind of worth it. So what I want you to do is I want you to set a timer for 15 minutes, lay somewhere absolutely comfortable. You can get snuggly. You don't have to do like the lotus pose or anything like that. Just get super comfortable. And then put on some sound or something that you can attend to so that your mind has something else to focus on. So we're not telling it to shut down because your mind does not want to shut down. You have too many habits of thoughts to make that a reality. So instead, let's focus on something that slows your mind. And when your mind focuses, and just refocus it every time you go away from it, refocus on a sound. And it can be, something like just a boring sound, like your heater or your air conditioning. Now, not now, but whatever. And just focus on that for 15 minutes. And when you go away, just catch yourself and go back. You will get into a state of well-being. And every moment you spend in that state of well-being, it's your ability to create and your ability to which is more importantly, receive happens. So I'm going to give you the steps of how this works. All right. Are you ready? This is not complicated. And so people want to argue with it. They want to say it never works. They want to do all of this because it's so simple. It's kind of hard to believe, but go do it for 30 days. Tune in with me, talk to me a little bit more, and I'll help you more. We don't have time. There's a ton to talk about with this and a ton to go into about this, but here are the easy peasy preasy steps. So first of all, you do need to be clear about what you want. And when we're talking tonight, we're talking about money. So just practice with like maybe a small amount of money, right? Because you just want to try your steps small at first. So just ask and be clear about it. Now, what's going to get in your way is you're going to want to like explain to yourself and maybe everybody else you talk to all the reasons you want it, all the things that are going wrong, all the complaints you have, all of the problems that you have in your life. And every bit of that is no good in terms of manifesting money. Listen to me again. All of your complaints, all of your reasons that you don't want it, all of the stuff that's going wrong in your life is not helpful in terms of you creating money. What is helpful is you to think about what it is you want. That little sum of money, what it'll feel like to have it. Oh, yay, I'm successful. I created this, or, yay, I'm going to go get a massage, whatever it is. I want you to focus on that. All right. You've heard this before. I know you have. So first of all, you have to ask appropriately. All right. And you can even do this in the form of a prayer. You can ask but don't beg. Just state, I would like this. Don't tell all the reasons it's wrong. And then visualize what you want. Like tell God what you want. Okay. Now, the next piece of this is that because you live in a very abundant universe with God in charge and, the universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever you call your source, whatever you call your higher power, because it's there and it's a reality and it's part of the whole system and we're all one, we really are all part of God too. That's another conversation we can have. But because we're all one, just believe me on this, immediately what you ask for and what you vision is what's given. And this is why your complaints and your problems and stating all the ick that's going on and your focus on that, and like some people call it bad mindset or stinking thinking or whatever, this is why you get more of it, because that is given as you like, in some senses you're asking for it. There isn't a place that's going, oh no, that's better, oh no, that's worse. It's simply what you're putting out there, what you're thinking about, right? So you being out of well-being, being in anxiety, being in complaint mode, being in drama mode, being in, I hate everybody and everything, and then react. Oh no, this is going wrong. This is going wrong. It's bringing more of it. All right. So purposefully, and this is why we've got to do this on purpose, because we're not used to it. 90%, 98% of all people don't do this. So what you want to know is that it's given to you what you're asking for. So imagine what you want. And then here's the next piece. So you've done this, you're clear on what you want, you're thinking about it, you're practicing this, you're getting back into the state of well-being, and now it's time to receive. All right. So there's two things that'll really mess you up right now when you're trying to receive. It's those resentments that you carry around and those judgments, right? So behind the scenes, those arguments you're having in your head with everybody, those resentments for why doesn't it work out great for you? Why is this so hard? All of that stuff is causing you problems in terms of getting the money. So you just need to know that, and you need to figure out how to stop it. You need to stop the resentments, heal it, figure it out, let it go, whatever needs to happen, get a coach, figure it out, and also get rid of those judgments, because those are the two things, the number one and number two things that are resistance that are keeping money away from you, right? It's already there. Okay. So there's another thing that can help it along. You want to hear the next things that'll help it along? So you know what you want, you want the money, you're working on your natural state of well-being, and that's what you're focusing on and in your feelings about that. Now, if you're getting anxious, it's telling you that you're not in a state of well-being. So go try to find that. So while you're doing this, there is always an energy around creating what you want. You will have an energy or an idea about something to do to help it along, like some idea. I want you to put energy into what you want, right? So if you want more money, and this is not about pushing the rock up the hill, grinding it out, all that stuff. This is about doing this with ease and with pleasure and with, yes, I'm doing this with intention. So you get an idea. Say you want, I don't know, somebody give me an amount of money you want. Give me an amount of money you want. Say you want, anybody that's listening right now, give me an amount of money you want. So say you want, $300. That's, easy. You get into your state of well-being, you ask for it, you imagine what you're going to do with it. You're all excited about it. Yay, I'm going to learn this process. I'm really focused on it. And then, okay, so Valerie says $5,000. So, okay, fine. So you're on this, here's another part. If you start arguing with that, can it really happen? I don't know. This never works. All of that crap's another form of judgment and resentment that you're bringing to the table. So you got to figure out how you can believe this. And then you're going to get an idea, or you're going to get like, wow, what if I made 3 more phone calls today? And you're going to think, well, does this have anything to do with manifesting? And the answer is yes. The answer is go put your energy into what is happening, because the other part of this agreement that is not understood very often is that you have a part in this, that as you focus and as you place energy into what you want, energy into the co-creation of it, making it happen. And I'm going to talk about, all the time pushing the rock uphill, but as you feel inspired or excited, put that energy back into it and it'll make it come faster. All right. So it requires your being able to manifest money is not about you just visualizing it and then sitting on the couch. All right. You have a piece in this, and that means you make decisions to be in well-being. You have to get out of complaining. And if you're a person who really loves complaining and you want to find all the reasons to justify why you should be able to complain, manifesting money is probably not your thing, right? You might be broke right now because of it. So you gotta know what you want, and then you got to get out of the complaining, get back to well-being, and then you start to also put some energy into it. So how can you invest energy, and how can you invest your focus? And this is by making decisions to do this and making movement toward it. And that signifies and moves energy, and it actually moves up your vibration. So you literally are along with it, co-creating. All right. So now I don't want you to go, oh, I want $5,000. So let me think out like every single thing I can do that'll make this happen. I'm going to push it. I'm going to make it happen. That is not what you do. What you do is you want it, stay in a state of well-being and believing it. And then when an idea comes to you, invest the energy. Like, think of yourself as literally picking up this energy and investing it and dropping it there. And then the next thing will come and the next thing will come. And before you know it, you will amass money that you would not even believe it. All right. So some of this in my world, as a person who coaches people in business, some of this is learning your messaging, getting clearer on what you're saying. Some of this is getting clear on what the heck you want, right? I mean, how can you create there? You know how many people, literally executives that I speak to, who have no idea what they really want. They just want to tell me what's going wrong. And they can't believe that their company's not making money, in fact, losing money. When maybe a year ago it was making money, because we've lost the sense of well-being that's created by knowing what we want. So getting back into that, getting back into feeling okay on purpose, imagine that. And then when you're excited, when not like planning it all out, I got to do this today, I got to do 5 of this today, I got to do that. That is not what I'm talking about, but it's making decisions and investing energy as you can. So it could be, getting better at your message. So your energy is better spent on how you tell people what you're doing, believing in what you're doing, setting limits so that you're not doing 600 things at once and you don't have energy to focus directly, but all the while staying in well-being and not getting into the anxiety and the mess. Okay. So I want to tell you, this is a quick overview, but if you will follow this, I literally myself have been following this plan. I pulled it back out, and this is the way that I'm sort of dealing with life right now. And I am generating money every single day. Like, it's kind of fun to go look at what's coming around, and it's from different directions. It's not always what I thought it would be from, right? So that's the other part, is you have to allow the universe to be creative. This is creating, but invest yourself as well in your focus and make movement. Make decisions. All right. So I have a plan that's a program that's starting tomorrow. It's called Creating the Hell Yes Plan. And this is an opportunity for you to come and get clear on what you want and actually learn in a deeper way the exact process that I use and have used to come out of more than $500,000 of debt, feeling suicidal, feeling like the biggest loser there ever was, to change my life and get more into that state of well-being and carrying that around, changing my energy, changing my mindset, and then being able to direct the energy toward what I wanted. It's the exact process I use. You have the opportunity to learn and follow this along with me. and learn how to do this so you manifest and create what you want. And it's not just about next year, it's about immediate. Everything that happens for real is in the now. There's no, the past doesn't matter. Most of us spend all our time thinking about the past, and then the future, we just want to be surprised by what happens, right? And be fun and have fun with it. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. It's all right now. So if I tell you to do a plan for 2024, I'm telling you to wait. And the universe does not like waiting. It'll just get into a habit of waiting, as a matter of fact. So this plan is about like right now and forward, right? So this starts tomorrow. It's called the Hell Yes Plan, because when you create it, you're going to look at this life that you're talking about and all the pieces, and it'll be led by money in your business, because that's most of what you guys want. And you want other things too, I know, but we're going to plan into that. And when you look at this plan, you're going to go, oh, hell yeah, that's my life. This is exactly what I said when I first did this plan many years ago. And I'm sharing that exact process with you. So that starts tomorrow at 6:00 p.m. So you can join into that. I had a Black Friday special on that you could join in. I'm going to continue that through this evening. It will go up to probably 4 times the amount that it is after this evening. But if you want to jump on in there to the Hell Yes Plan, I would love to have you. And we'll talk more about this manifesting money musts. But the very things that you need to know absolutely about the musts is you must get into a state of well-being. You must be clear on what you want, and you must believe it. You also must get out of resentment and judgment. If you can put those things together, you will begin to have more money than you ever expected. I'd love to see you in the Hell Yes planning process tomorrow. We're going to do 2 sessions on that. I'm going to lead you exactly through it, and you're going to have this plan that is amazing and know how to get there. I'm Paula Bullen, a master business and mindset coach. Glad to be with you tonight. Glad to talk about money manifesting musts. That's a hard one to say 3 times or even 1 time. And we will talk to you tomorrow. I'll see you in the plan, and I'll put the link in below. Take care. Have a good night. For you guys that are on with me right now, if you have a couple of questions or comments, I'm glad to talk to the VIPs. Anybody got something you want to bring up or say about tonight's presentation? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end tonight. And if you want to join me in the Hell Yes planning sessions that start tomorrow, Peter's already going to be part of that. So thank you. I will put the link in the feed on Creating the Feminine Economy page, and hopefully you'll join in. It's good to see you guys tonight. Please come back next week, 7 o'clock, Monday nights. Talk soon.